Local cooking is fun, it's easy, and today we're proving that by making some delicious cheese bread made with local cheddar cheese, which is so good. And this recipe comes from the man we're cooking with today, which is Wayne, who is a personal chef and also an instructor here at the Hamilton Farmers Market. So how do we get started with this cheese bread?
Well, it's a very simple bread. It's the easiest bread I've ever made.
Which is good for me.
Yeah, we just put in the flour.
And how much is that?
1.5 cups of flour.
Okay.
We put in the milk.
And that's about a little over a cup and a quarter about?
Yeah, about that. I like to melt the butter or the shortening that we're using because it mixes a lot easier if I do that.
And that's about a third a cup, right?
Yeah, and the same thing with the 2 eggs. I mix them with a fork until they're mixed, and it makes things a lot easier to mix up.
Perfect.
Add the salt, which is 1/2 teaspoon.
Okay.
And the baking powder, which is 1.5 teaspoons.
All right.
And then we just mix with it. You just need a wooden spoon. You don't need a mixer. You just want to mix it until all the dried ingredients are gone. You don't see them and it's all moist.
Great.
Just like that.
And kids could totally help with that.
Then you add the cheese. And I like to save a little bit of the cheese for the top because I think it looks better.
And again, we use cheddar cheese for this, which we bought from Janty Cheese here. And cheddar cheese originally is from England, but with all the new technology, we can make cheese all over, and that's what we use, locally made cheddar cheese.
That's all there is to it. And we just put it into the pan.
Perfect.
Just like this.
And how high do you want to fill it up? Right to the top, or is it going to rise?
Almost to the top, about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way. So you just, this here will do a reasonable sized loaf pan. So.
And if you have any leftovers, feel free to put them on a baking pan and you get some nice cheddar biscuits.
And that's all you do to it, and then sprinkle the cheese on top. Put it in the oven.
For how long?
For 3/4 of an hour.
Okay.
At 375.
Perfect. And it's going to come out
And that's
looking
what it looks
just
like
this, which, as you can see, is super cheesy and it's moist, and I'm really excited to dig in. So if you like this recipe, feel free to go to www.environmenthamilton.org and come on down to the farmers market to get yourself some fresh ingredients.
That's right.
And take one of Chef Wayne's classes. So we'll see you next time. So good. So cheesy.